Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Thursday, December 12th, 2024. The big news story today: Biden carries out biggest single day act of clemency in modern history. And we're going to talk about why this is so perfect for what we call a 35 Thursday. But notice, here it is. President Joe Biden announced Thursday that he is commuting, that means reducing, the sentences of some 1,500 individuals and pardoning 39 people convicted of nonviolent crimes, marking a broad use of the presidential clemency power just weeks from the end of Biden's administration. Today is 39 days until Inauguration Day. So get that. Biden is pardoning 39 people 39 days before January 20th. Seems pretty numerological, and we'll get to the significance of that 39, as well as clemency on a Thursday. White House officials are billing Thursday's move as the biggest single-day act of clemency in modern history. The president, who has some undergoing pressure to grant more clemencies before he leaves office and who controversially granted a pardon to his son Hunter earlier this month, also promised that additional action will be announced in the weeks to come. America was built on the promise of possibility and second chances, Biden said in a statement released shortly after CNN reported early Thursday morning on the coming announcement. As president, I have the great privilege of extending mercy to people who have demonstrated remorse and rehabilitation, restoring opportunity for Americans to participate in daily life and contribute to their communities, and taking steps to remove sentencing disparities for nonviolent offenders, especially those convicted of drug offenses. The nearly 1,500 individuals whose long sentences are being commuted Thursday were placed on home confinement during the C-19 pandemic and were deemed to have demonstrated a clear commitment to rehabilitation and reintegration into their communities, sources said. The 39 people being pardoned were convicted of nonviolent crimes and considered to have demonstrated records of meaningfully giving back to the country. They are individuals who have secured employment, advanced their education, served as caretakers for their children and family members, and have really reintegrated into the tapestry of their communities, an administration official familiar with the announcement told CNN. They include individuals who faced incredible challenges in life and have really now shown resilience and seeking to overcome those challenges. While CNN has not obtained a full list of names of the clemency recipients, sources provided several examples of individuals being pardoned. Among them, a decorated military veteran described as having devoted much of his time helping members of his community, including the sick and elderly, a nurse who was said to have helped during natural disasters and was at the forefront of jab efforts during the C-19 pandemic, as well as an addiction counselor recognized for his dedication to mentoring young men of color. Thursday's announcement is expected to be widely celebrated by human rights activities, advocacy groups, Democratic lawmakers, and the families of those receiving the commutations. I'm not saying that right. Yeah, I am saying it right. Commutations and pardons. Pardon me for the lack of sleep. As the president's first term approaches its end, calls for Biden to more aggressively and widely exercise his clemency power before incoming President Donald Trump takes office have only grown louder, including by taking several dozen inmates off of federal death row. I like how they use the term dozens because today's 12/12. Biden has publicly opposed capital punishment. Biden has previously pardoned military veterans convicted of having gay sex, formerly a crime under military law, and also issued pardons to those convicted of marijuana possession. Thursday's news comes on the heels of Biden's decision to issue a full and unconditional pardon of his son Hunter. and after repeatedly insisting over the course of several months that he would not do so. The move sparked an uproar, including among some of the president's allies and fellow Democrats who questioned his decision to renege on his word. Anita Dunn, a former senior advisor to the president, said last week that the move struck her as exceptionally poor timing. Biden's pardoning of his son, as we covered, it was absolutely perfect timing, in fact. You should go back and check that out if you missed it. Biden's pardoning of his son, the administration official insisted, has not shaped his thinking on the use of his clemency power overall. The president has shown his views on clemency and how he can use the clemency power to make our country more equitable, more just, repair some of the past wrongdoings that we've seen in the criminal justice system, and that continues to be how the president is viewing the petitions that he is and will be reviewing over the coming weeks, they said. With less than 6 weeks left until the end of Biden's term, the president is expected to provide further relief. I will take more steps in the weeks ahead, Biden said. My administration will continue reviewing clemency petitions to advance equal justice under the law, promote public safety, support rehabilitation and reentry, and provide meaningful second chances. The president has been consulting with White House counsel Ed Siskel and the lawyers at the counsel's office about a range of clemency options, sources said. The White House counsel's office has also been in consultation with the Justice Department's Office of the Pardon Attorney. Now again, this record pardon is 39 individuals, 39 days before January 20th, Inauguration Day. And again, this clemency comes on a Thursday. And if you're new here, what we expose is how literally everything the federal government does that's in the national news is a ritual. And it starts to make sense if you really look at it. You take a bird's eye view. Again, D.C. is known as the Masonic City. And in Masonry, you perform rituals to earn your rights. R-I-T-E-S. Not like rights and liberties, but R-I-T-E. The root word is ritual. Again, the highest degree of the Scottish rite is 33. You must perform the rituals at each degree to climb the ladder. So, Gematria is the Kabbalistic practice of coding numbers into words. And again, Masonry is based in Kabbalah. And they etch on the Masonic temple all as number. So here we are, 39 days with 39 pardons. 39 days again to inauguration and 39 pardons. In Gematria, secrecy equates to 39. Masonry, which is a secret society, Masonry equates to 39. So does federal. All of those words equate to 39. And remember, if you run the alphabetic order the opposite way, all of those words equate to 33 instead of 39. Just like how the highest degree of the Scottish Rite is 33. If you run the alphabetic order in reverse, that's where secrecy, Masonry, and federal all equate to 39. And understand, Masonry is based in the Old Testament. Protestant Bibles have 39 books. 39 books in the Old Testament. Of course, there's 46 books in the Catholic Old Testament, and Joe Biden was elected number 46 weeks after the Pope's birthday, going with what happened to JFK at age 46, and his son, Biden's son, Hunter Biden, at age 46, as we've covered so many times. As we covered many times before he became president, saying why the whole thing would be rigged for him to become number 46. But notice, every week on Thursday, there's 35 rituals. In sports, we call it 35 Thursday. In the news, we call it 35 Thursday. So this record act of clemency comes on a Thursday. Again, this thing about running the alphabetic order forwards and backwards. Clemency, Thursday, and Catholic all equal 35 when you run the alphabetic order forwards. For the record, when you run the alphabetic order in reverse, Thursday and Catholic equate to 46. And there's something about JFK being killed in the time of Sagittarius, which is the archer or the hunter. And there's something about Hunter getting pardoned in the time of Sagittarius. And by the way, Hunter Biden's born on the 35th day of the year, because people are saying he's only doing this to take less pressure off the Hunter Biden pardoning. So again, if you look up Hunter Biden's birthday is February 4th, the 35th day of the year. And again, just about those 39 people getting clemency. Again, federal, masonry, and secrecy all equate to 39. Again, you run it in forwards, they're all 33. And again, if you're new here, these values are very simple. You just take the alphabetic order, the reverse alphabetic order, and both orders with numerology applied. We call that the 4-base ciphers. And just so you can see how this works real quick, just the 4-base ciphers, the word masonry, for example, the alphabetic order is 105. With the reverse alphabetic order, masonry is 84. With the alphabetic order in numerology, masonry is 33. With the reverse with numerology, it's 39, just like secrecy and federal. And, we just talked about what happened in Paris, France, the burning of Notre Dame on the 105th day of the year, a building constructed by Masons. Again, we talk about all these numbers a lot if you're around. United States of America, a nation founded by Masons, has the Gematria of 84, et cetera, et cetera. So, again, alphabetic order with numerology, reverse alphabetic order with numerology. Simple, intuitive. And you learn it, and you'll see day after day. It's nothing but rituals in the capital city. And that's actually the important point to make. Again, these people are performing rituals that have impacts on our lives every single day. Like September 11th, 2001. That was a real big one. C-19. That was a real big one. And that's what people need to wake up to. This game of rituals and news by the numbers and being lied to and secret societies, There shouldn't be any transparency. Yeah, there isn't any transparency with our government. There should be total transparency with our government. Again, it's all part of a big sick joke calling the capital city the Masonic city, which is a secret society, as they get away with this day after day. And why isn't every nonviolent criminal pardoned? Do nonviolent people need to be in cages where taxpayers have to pay for them to exist? Again, there's a million things that this corrupt federal government needs to have corrected, and the amount of people we have in prison is definitely up at the top of that list. All right, but yeah, 39 pardoned 39 days before Inauguration Day. And if you're having trouble with the math, today's December 12th. That means there's 19 days left in the year. January 20th is obviously 20 days into next year. 19 plus 20. You should have learned to do that in second grade. So that's 39. All right, Truth Seeker. Until next time.